Mr. Wonderful here in a really interesting moment. I'll tell you why. Here in Beverly Hills, we're doing a secret tasting. This is about tequila. I don't want too much variability in the tasting. I want to keep it with one producer, but make the variability how long it's aged, how it's prepared, whether it's a blanco or reposado, so that you can really see the differences in preparation. That's the key. All tequilas come from only one place, one region in Mexico. It's not a tequila if it doesn't come from there. So let's start with the best and leave the rest. We're gonna have a lot of fun today. I've been waiting to launch my own tequila for a long time, and the time is now. But before I do this, I have to find a producer to work with. Now, I've asked my friend Jason, who is a tequila expert, to work with me. I mean, Jason knows everything about tequila, is an investor in tequila, knows all about the licensing of tequila, where it's made, who to work with, and I want to bring a fantastic product to market. I mean, that's the nature of Mr. Wonderful. I did it in wine, I'm going to do it in tequila now, and I want it to be just as good as my wine business. So that's not an easy thing to do. We're starting by tasting with one of the greatest producers of tequila in the world. Jason, tell me about Código.
Well, Código is one of my favorite tequilas before it even had a name. It was made at a distillery that made exclusively for a family that had a lot of drinking age people in it, of which I was hanging out with. They had the farmland to grow, they had a small distillery, and so my particular flavor palette was based on the selection available 30 plus years ago. And so that was what we would now call kind of the purest products, the ones that weren't largely commercially available. It wasn't the ones you would typically mix. Those are the ones that these are the tequilas that you would sip and enjoy.
So that's the legacy of this brand. Let's try it. You think these are one of the greatest producers in the world, right?
I do. And a lot of other people do as well. Yeah, so we're gonna start off with Blanco.
Oh, beautiful. That's a classic tequila.
Absolute
nose. My goodness.
Salud.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's so smooth.
It's super smooth. It's got its herbal notes, these herbal agave notes. And what's interesting is, there are several different areas in which you can legally produce tequila in Mexico. And within the state of Jalisco, there are the highlands or Los Altos, and there's the valley. And we're going to try,
where's this?
This is in the valley. So this is produced in Amatitan, which is right outside of the town of Tequila. So it is in the heart of all of
So we're talking tequila from tequila.
Oh, we're talking, yeah. And I mean, really, Código means like the code or the recipe. And in fact, the Jerusalem cross that's on the bottle and on the bottom here has a lot of history. It was originally part of the first coat of arms back in 1530, I think.
Amazing. It's got a lot of history.
Oh, a ton of history.
If I made this, or they helped me make mine like this, I'd be happy. But there's more, right?
There's more, yeah.
Okay.
All right, next we're gonna try a still strength Blanco. Now this is a higher proof, so this is basically right out of the still. Instead of adding water to dilute to 40%, so it can be brought into the U.S., not aged at all. So none of the Blancos are aged.
This is a bombshell here.
It is, but also I find this to be smoother. And what's interesting about this is fermented in small wine barrels instead of a stainless steel tank.
Which the first one was stainless steel.
Yes, exactly. And this is going to have a little bit more of a wallop because of the alcohol, the higher alcohol content. But I find this, to me, smoother and more drinkable than the lower proof, which is fascinating. It's a good quality when you can take, a high alcohol content and call it smooth.
Chihuahua, caramba!
But that has got some peppery notes to it.
Yeah.
It's more buttery.
Yeah, it's very buttery. That's beautiful.
It's smoother to me.
Now I'm confused.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
Well,
this is what proof?
This is 80.
Okay.
So this is 90. So basically,
it's turned to 11.
It's turned to 11, yeah.
Could that be easier to produce for me?
Well, it could be, not necessarily. You could make this, but in a still strength. But this has an origin story that's a little bit different because it's fermented in these small barrels. So it's small batches. And the agave that goes into this was all grown on the land next to the distillery, like all owned as part of the same group.
Those are two Blancos that are spectacular. Why don't we stay in the Blanco theme? I think you brought some other ones, right?
I've got also, this is legally a Blanco.
Well,
but
that
it's pink in
certainly looks a
color.
little reposado.
Now, you're going to like this, though, because
Okay.
this was touched briefly in a Cabernet wine barrel, giving it its pink tone, but it's still legally a Blanco because it
Okay,
wasn't
so
aged long
let's
enough
go
be
to
a
the
Repo.
legally Blanco to stay on Blanco on course here. Kind of make
As a winemaker, you could have
I appreciate
your Blanco
it, but I'm
could be
concerned
rested.
from a marketing perspective. People are going to look at that on the shelf and say, that's not a Blanco, that's a Reposado.
It is still on the label as a Blanco.
Yeah, I know.
And
but
by
there could be
law,
market
it's a
confusion.
Blanco. That's true, but it is pink, and it's naturally pink,
It looks
which is
beautiful.
very interesting
Yeah.
because ladies love this.
Oh, really? Okay. Oh, my goodness, what a nose.
Yeah, and you may like
It's
this
almost like a wine-less, kind of a wine nose, almost like a Burgundian kind of Pinot-ish thing going on there. All right. Oh, my goodness, that's spectacular.
Now, to me, this tastes like firmer
Yeah.
to me than the higher proof.
And it's got the peppery buzz at the end.
It does, yeah. It's got
I like
a
that
lot of black pepper.
I
at
like
the
that
end.
a lot.
And that's totally natural. There are no additives in these tequilas. None of the ones that we're going to taste today have any additives, including the other brands.
Okay, well,
We're
look.
drinking pure
I mean,
product.
that is, other than the
exquisite.
marketing issue, that the pinkness to it, which freaks me out a bit, that may be the best of the three. These are three other Blancos that you wanted me to try.
Yeah.
Different producers, right?
We'll try Fortaleza next, which is also a Valley tequila.
Okay.
And what's interesting about these that we're trying right now, Código and Fortaleza, there's less than 1% of the tequilas on the market are made by a single distillery. So one brand, one distillery. That's it.
very
They don't
unique.
contract. That's very, very unique. So they're about 11 to 1,300 tequilas in production.
They help each other out in productions. That's what's going on.
No. Well, what's going on is there's contract manufacturing happening. So let's say a celebrity brand comes along
Got it.
and they go to a company that says, we'll make your tequila.
Right.
And what do you want it to taste like? And they will kind of chemically adjust it,
Oh.
if you will.
Disgusting.
And there are some good ones out there, but many of them are it's a licensing deal, essentially. So
right.
there's a lot of marketing involved, and of the 1,100 or 1,300 brands that are out there, there are only about 130 to 140 active distilleries.
Yeah.
Fortaleza makes only their brand. They have a second brand because of a IP issue in the United States. It's called Los Abuelos in Mexico and Fortaleza here in the US, but it's the exact same product.
So let's give it a try. Let's see if I want to go in that direction.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
It's just,
That's fantastic.
yeah,
Beautiful bottle, too.
it is gorgeous bottle.
Oh, nice nose, my goodness. Wow.
It's got some different types of complexity to it.
Oh, baby.
Now, this is fermented in a wooden tank,
Yeah.
not a stainless steel tank.
That's got a
Kind of like
big,
this one.
long finish.
It does have a long finish.
Wow. I'm still going here.
Oh yeah,
That's beautiful.
it is. Now, when you barrel age any of these, you lose those herbal notes, the note of cooked agave.
Yeah, but this is a heck of a tequila.
It's incredible. So these are all of these are outstanding tequilas. They can stand up on their own in any tasting and probably blind
That is
wins.
really spectacular. Really spectacular. I like that a lot. My goodness, you're giving me so much variability and optionality. You know, it's really something else. I'm glad we're producing this on tape because I have to go back and look at these brands again when I make my final decisions here. Two more to try.
Now we're going to get into Highlands tequilas or Los Altos tequilas. So these are produced at a higher altitude.
And there's a difference?
There's a difference because basically, first of all, it gets less rain. It's a colder climate.
Yeah.
The agave hearts tend to grow larger.
Yeah.
And are going to have, I think a very distinct flavor compared to the Valley tequilas. I'm a Valley guy, but I love that these exist, and I don't think anyone should learn about tequila without understanding the different producing regions and how they
Higher
impact the
altitudes, it makes a huge difference in wine. And so maybe it makes a huge difference in tequilas too. Let's see. Oh, definitely different.
Very different.
Don't love it as much. Don't love it as much.
But it's an outstanding product.
No, I get it. I can see why people would like that, but that is not my flavor profile.
Cup of tea.
Yeah. So is that going to be the case in all the high altitude ones?
Not necessarily. We'll try Ocho and we'll see what we think.
Okay. Ocho means what?
8.
Okay. And this is also high altitude?
It's also highlands. Yeah, Los Altos, higher altitude.
So Los Altos means higher altitude, famous city,
Yeah.
U.S. as well. All right. You see, there is a difference.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a difference. So now I understand what I like. I want it as close to the 10 tequila as I can get it. I mean, there's a big difference between Los Altos product.
I think so too.
With this, but it's not as elegant as what I tried at the beginning, which was so rich and beautiful, and those peppery aftertones.
Yeah, they're pretty unique.
I don't get it here. Nowhere near.
You know what's interesting is as you barrel age, sometimes you end up masking and taking out certain elements that you tasted in the Blanco, and then you add others. And so you can actually see some of the peppery notes in some Highlands tequilas come back in the older expression.
Really?
Yeah, which is
Okay.
fascinating.
Because really, this is missing that amazing run we had of those peppers.
Yeah.
Which is exciting because it gives a whole different thing. If you understand it, because most people are drinking tequilas, and now that I compare to what I just get in the average bar, have a tequila, it's compared to this stuff.
Yeah, these are all outstanding products.
So now the difference between a good tequila and a tequila is a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. And I think all of us are drinking too much tequila. My tequila will not be.
This is Reposado. This is rested 6 months in French white oak barrels.
Now, what
Very
does
expensive.
Reposado mean?
It means rested,
Okay. And it's always in wood.
always in wood. Always has
There's
to
a rumor that Reposado has sugar added to it to get that color and has more calories. Is any truth to that?
Some do. Some do add, other sugar sources. Some add flavor, high concentrate flavorings, even glycerin to help make
That has to
thicker
be right?
It is, and there's some regulations that do control that and govern it, but 1% by liquid volume is allowable to be some sort of mysterious. None of these have any added. None of these have any additives.
Nothing we've tried this. It's all pure.
No, we're chasing pure.
Let's try this. Oh, it's beautiful.
Beautiful. This is the one that you had at the lake house where you kissed the bottle. Now,
I thought it was spectacular then,
Yeah.
and I think it's spectacular now.
and I could drink this neat on the rocks. You could even mix with it. I love.
Which one is that again?
This is Código Reposado.
Oh, it's just spectacular.
6 months French white oak barrel.
Okay.
It's very.
So
it's
if I
small
went
French
with
white oak
these two for my flavor profiles, I could not go wrong.
barrel. No, you couldn't. It's outstanding. But we're not done yet.
Okay, that is, but it's light, it's beautiful, it's
yeah.
smooth, it's just so elegant.
It is. It is very
crazy.
elegant.
Oh my goodness,
This
that just.
añejo is aged 18 months, also in French white oak.
The more we see the depth of color emerging, that's just longer aging, really.
Longer age. Well, yes, except, when you take a paler tequila that uses larger barrels and less agave per liter, and you see that it's darker, something's wrong. It cannot get to that color. It can't get to that level of sweetness.
Right. All right, cheers. Let's try this. Whoa,
A lot more caramel,
that
vanilla,
is approaching
butterscotch.
a Scotch
Yes,
experience.
it is. Yeah, a lot of Scotch drinkers like the
I
añejos and the
I
extra
could see
añejos.
if you're an Irish whiskey man, you're going to go into this and say this is smoother even. I mean, it's almost got a peat-like vibe to it.
It does. And if we get into this is a barrel strength, not still strength, but barrel strength.
Let's hit it.
It is also
That is
pretty
that's
incredible.
Very, very nice.
I think this one, even though it's higher in alcohol content, is one of the most beautiful.
Oh, what
sets
a
of
nose.
complex flavor.
Wow. Oh. Wow.
Now it hits you a little hard.
It hits
To me,
you
me
really
yeah.
hard.
But
That is
finish though.
That's like jackhammer, baby.
But it's a smooth finish.
And it's got a beautiful finish.
It's got a
but
kiss to
when
it at
When
the
it
end.
first hits the back of the throat, it's there. I'm here.
Yeah, it'll wake you up.
I know that is really. What is that? A 90?
Yeah, 88.
Yeah,
88.
that's really quite the hit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's beautiful and it's got a long finish. I like that. Okay.
So this is an extra añejo, and this is 6 years in a French white oak. Now remember,
That came in the wood.
Yeah, it came in the wood.
Yeah.
Every year, 10% of the liquid volume evaporates through the barrel, through the wood.
Yeah.
It's called the angel share.
Yeah.
So when you think of what's left,
Even more concentrated.
even more concentrated.
So that's how many years?
6.
This is going to be the El Supremo Grandioso.
Oh yeah, this is like an alternate for a dessert wine.
Yeah.
It's
Is there a lot of sugars concentrated in there?
yes, except what's fascinating is the calorie count of
Remains the
any
same.
of these, and I think this is one of these two is like 61 or 63 calories an ounce. It's almost impossible that you could get that with this level of sweetness.
Yeah.
But the fact is, with the way everything is aged carefully, no additives, not introducing anything else that might be an impurity in there, you don't have any artificial flavoring. And you realize how sweet things can be naturally without the right kind of sweetness.
That's why
without
I
any added-
hate artificial sweetening. I hate
do
added
too.
sugars.
You really wouldn't find a tequila. If anybody's advertising a tequila that's like,
Yeah.
Código
6
has
years is
13
probably as
and
long as it goes?
14. No, you can get higher than that, but I mean, you think of how little juice is left in that
From
barrel.
the angel share going out every year.
Yeah, and also the care in that barrel.
let's give it a
you got to take care of that barrel every day of every one of those years.
Wow.
I mean,
Oh my goodness.
it's when you compare that to
No, I
like a
can't
nice
drink anything
Sauternes or
else.
something. No, I mean
There's
like
no other reposado. That
or
is,
an extra añejo.
that is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. And to think, this is tequila. It's still tequila. But if you
That's
don't
not a
start...
reposado?
No, this is an extra añejo. So this is aged 6 years. So we go from blancos...
When does it leave its reposado status? At what age?
I think it's anything that approaches or passes a 12-month mark gets into añejo.
Yeah.
And then more than 2 years gets into an extra añejo.
I
and
may
that's what
have to say that
this
it could be the best tequila I've ever tasted. What could be better than that?
It's exceptional. And you can take
And
a
it's
bad
pure.
blanco
It's-
and make an añejo that people will say, "Oh, that's so smooth." But if you put sugar in it,
Yeah,
if you put
that
other
has
things-
no
this has
additives.
no additives whatsoever. This is just barrel interaction,
I can't
evaporation.
taste this through the lens, but I assure you, this is fantastic.
This gives me
No other way to.
goosebumps.
It's crazy
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Unbelievably good. Insanely good.
And the complexity of this.
Yeah,
is
I mean, I don't want to be a walking commercial for that thing, but it is the best tequila I've ever had. And I've never had it before. That is just spectacular. Thank you
it's
so
amazing.
much.
You're welcome.
What a crazy journey into tequila land. I love this. This is going to be a fantastic project. I can't wait to bring it to you. I guarantee you, what I bring will be the very best for what you pay for it. That's my guarantee. Take care, my friends.
Salud. Hasta la cruz.